Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the sixth episode of the Gaming Den. This show brings you a lot of different topics and, of course, is a gaming podcast. We try to bring some entertainment with different segments, I guess you can say. Other than that, I hope you guys are ready to tune in and have some fun. I know we're ready to get started, so with no further ado, I am SheWulf, one of your hosts of the Gaming Den podcast. So next up we have is my other host, Fox.
Hey, what's up? How are you? How are you feeling, girl? I know you've been busy hosting Console Corner and now here, so
I'm
how
all
are
over
you today?
the place. I am all over the place, and oh my god.
Busy.
I am tired, super tired, but I'll live. I will live.
No, it's all good. Thank you to everybody for joining us. Really appreciate it. I had basically a chill weekend, a weekend or week. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Isn't it a week?
I'm looking forward to my weekend though. But yeah, I've had very chill, just playing, hanging out, spending time with friends, which is awesome. So yeah.
Well, that's always
Hello,
fun.
everybody in the chat. How are you?
So
Welcome.
we got people joining us on Mixer, and we got people joining us on YouTube. So we appreciate both of you
Mixer.
guys from each side hanging out and having some fun. Make sure if you're on either side to, I guess if you're on Mixer, hope you guys jump over to YouTube and give a like to show your support. You know, just because, YouTube Mixer doesn't have a like button on videos, so it doesn't work that way. But hey, it's all right. Anyway,
but obviously you want to point out the fact that this is not our usual time, and we will be changing it next week, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that, but Fox kind of jumped the gun there. But yes, guys, obviously we don't usually do the show at 2 o'clock. We used to do it at 1 o'clock. However, starting next Friday, we are going to be having at 12 o'clock. So you guys can have, or more or less join Fox and Wolf at lunchtime. So
yeah, official.
I was gonna say have Fox and Wolf for lunchtime, but that doesn't sound as good.
It doesn't. Made it awkward.
Yeah, that was awkward. So
yes. So join us for your lunchtime though. That's pretty cool. We're changing the time.
Yeah, so you can join us for lunchtime and have some fun. I think it would be more enjoyable to eat your lunch and have some laughs. So yes, we will be switching to 12 o'clock starting next Friday. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in for that. Other than that, so we're gonna jump into some crazy news, which always makes, as we always see, for anyone who's on Twitter, make sure you guys follow both of us, but you always see gamers, yeah, of course, you always see gamers go crazy over the news in the social media, and hey, why don't we talk about a couple of these games to see if they make us go crazy? I doubt it, but hey, it's always fun to talk about it anyways. So the first topic on this list is another Metro 2 remake developer is designing levels in Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, now
I know you're looking I know you're looking forward to this, so you could jump ahead. That's all I was going to say.
I was going to say, yes, I am really looking forward to this game. Now, Metro, everyone says, is an absolute amazing game. I have not played the Metro games, so yes, shoot me if you want to. I do have to try them, but I'm excited for the new Metro game, though. But as for the developer going to Ori, now, I'm kind of curious what he's going to be doing, because I kind of thought Ori was more cut out and already done, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It already has a base style of game of what it is. So what this developer is going to bring to that, I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen. And is it really worth putting him in there?
I think so, because Ori is already a Metroid kind of style of game, the style of it. It's very Metroidvania style already.
Puzzle
so
platformer.
to have him jump in on that, it just adds more of that and details that we probably didn't have. Actually, there was a lot of details in Ori, the first one, but maybe more and other styles that he could bring to the table. Because he was just working on a Metroid fan-made game, and then Nintendo put a stop to that. So, of course, he's gonna bring that same flavor over to Ori. I think it's awesome to have another developer, another set of eyes to a game that everybody's already looking forward to, you know? So I'm looking. I just can't wait. I can't wait to see more of this game. Actually, maybe I should finish the first one though. That would be nice. I
What?
should
You
do that.
haven't played the first Ori? Are you kidding?
No, I played it. Of course, I played both actually.
Okay, you haven't
The
beat
regular one. No, I haven't beat him though. Cause I'm like, I played the first one, then I got the definitive edition, and now I'm like, wait, which one should I complete now? I have both. So yeah.
Well, you definitely have to complete it. I've completed Ori and the Blind Forest. I love that game, even though I hate puzzle platformer games. I really do. But I loved Ori and the Blind Forest. So I did play like the whole entire thing. I beat it. I did need GKB's help for some of it, but only like 2 parts. Or no, 1. I think it's just the waterfall part where you have to like try to race the water up the friggin' it's like this big tube thing. You have to like try to like race the water. I could not do it. I raged. Like I think I even threw my controller at my screen, freaking out because I was so annoyed, because I could not beat this stupid water, and it was driving me crazy.
She can't beat the stupid water. That's funny.
No, I couldn't. It was driving me crazy. But so he tweeted, it's a special day for another reason. I'm now part of Moon Studios. I'll be working on level designs for Ori and the Wisps, or the Will of the Wisps, my bad.
Right.
So I'm just curious what new levels they're going to be bringing that would need, like, I guess his expertise.
I don't know. Maybe those really like complex puzzle parts. Or you have to, I don't know. I feel like he's going to add more details. That's basically what I think. Because like you said, the base game should be already done and written. And he's going to go in there and tweak stuff and change some stuff up. And yeah, maybe extra levels. But I just think that he's going to add that Metroidvania feel. Because he was already working on that. So
That's true.
why not add more to it?
That's true. So then, all right, Fox. So we're going to ask you this then.
Uh-oh.
Does this mean that there will be another Metro 2 remake, though?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Nintendo stopped like all development on that fan-made one, so probably. I don't know, because they're working on the new one. I know that. A remake? I don't know.
Do you think we need another remake?
No. Why?
You played the like, I'm assuming you played the Metro games and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah, when I was younger.
Do you think that they need a Metro
No,
2 remake?
No, nah, I don't think so. I mean, some people would say yes, but I'd rather have a newer version of it. Just continuation rather than let's go back to the beginning like everybody else is doing. I don't know. Yeah. Why? Just why Nintendo? Don't Nintendo.
Just stay away from it, guys. Just don't make another remake. Please. Go to new games. We need some new games here.
But I'm not gonna lie though, sometimes it works. So if they can do it right and have the right people on it, then maybe.
I would
But
like to
don't
see it
stop that
improved.
from the people that are working on the new one though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Because it kind of worked for Ratchet and Clank. I think that was a good remake, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. I would just like to see, like, if you're going to remake a game, like, really up it. Like, make it somewhat different. But
yeah. Revamp it. Revamp it.
Yes.
Not just the same thing. Copy paste with new graphics.
Yes, we want revamps, not remasters.
Tomb Raider, perfect example of that. I love Tomb Raider.
That's true. But
so maybe.
Yeah. But I am definitely interested to see what levels he's going to be creating, because we do know he's going to be designing levels for the new Ori game, which is followed up to be one of the best Metro style games ever made. So
yes.
I really, really hope that, we see some wow, even though that game already is like completely wow. If that makes sense. Like, I loved the first one. The soundtrack to everything was just amazing in that game.
It's beautiful.
Yes. If you guys haven't played
Made me
Ori,
cry.
Really? I won't lie. The beginning made me cry, but I think that was about it.
Yeah.
So for anybody...
No, but like the rest of it was very emotional as well. But it's a great game.
if you guys haven't, go and try Ori and the Blind Forest because it was an amazing game. And hopefully you guys are excited. You know, if you've played Metro 2, are you guys excited to see, you know, what levels he's going to be creating in this game? Because that is still, like I said, my biggest thing on this is he is still going to be bringing a different playstyle because his game is more kind of shoot 'em up. Like, yes, it is a puzzle platformer, of course, Metro 2. What he did was puzzle platformers, but
Yeah, he did
it
the
was
puzzles,
more,
I think, aspect of it. Yeah.
yes, but it was more robots and shooting, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Than
and
Ori.
Ori's more
is-
natural
yes,
and
very
earthy.
Yes, and it's more like not shooting powers, but more like essence powers. So it'll be interesting to see what he does, and I think, you know, a lot of people are excited to see what's going on.
I think when they could add a veteran like developer, well, not really veteran, but like a good developer to a team that's already doing amazing things. Like I said, it's an extra set of eyes. So,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just curious why he didn't stay working on the new Metro game. Like, why would you go to Ori instead of trying to get on the new Metro team, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, I don't think he was working for them at all. At all. I think he'd
No,
been
but
left and
why wouldn't you try, like, you know what I mean? Like a big game
But he
like
was
that?
he was working on the fan version of Metroid, and Nintendo was like, no. So he was trying to do his own thing, basically. I
Well,
don't know.
clearly it didn't work because now you're going to Ori, so I
It
still
works
think,
with
yeah.
Microsoft. You gotta scoop him up.
Why not? It's a good choice to do. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic now. Have you guys heard the rumor? Destiny 2 loves Pop-Tarts and loves to make people go absolutely crazy with energy drinks. No,
That's funny.
not really. Well, I guess technically, because they're actually going to be promoting their game through Pop-Tarts and Rockstar energy drinks. They will have their promotions where you will be able to get XP boosts, and they'll also have, I believe it'll be, is it skins? I want to say
Yeah,
it
I
was
think so.
skins and emotes and all. I believe that's what it was.
Shaders and emotes, I believe,
Yes.
yes, and XP. Because I don't know if you remember, but they done this before with Red Bull, but that was different. That was a quest, and I believe something
Yes.
else.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
can't recall.
They had,
But yeah.
I believe it was, because I think I tried to get them. It was literally, I think it was like a quest, obviously double XP, and I believe you got, one of those, what the fuck are the vehicles called? I can't even think of what the hell this
Sparrows.
Sparrows, that's it. I believe you got
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sparrow.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
So-
think that's what it was.
But my question is not more or less the marketing of using Pop-Tarts and energy drinks, because, you know, a lot of companies already do this. We already know of this because, you know, Advanced Warfare did it with Doritos, and you would not believe how many Doritos I bought just to get the gear from that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had like the whole set. Like, I literally did everything to get the whole set. But we've seen this in a lot of different marketing for, but is it relevant? Do you find it actually relevant for them to be using Pop-Tarts and energy drinks? One, it helps sells Pop-Tarts and energy drinks, but do you think what you get from it is actually worth going out and spend? Because isn't it really just another form of microtransaction?
Yeah, in a way, which is weird. But you're getting something out of it, obviously. So if you're a fan of Pop-Tarts or if you really love like Rockstar energy drink, that's the bonus. That's like, sure, why not? I'm already gonna buy this anyway. So yeah, you're putting your money towards something you like, which is fine. So
Pretty
you're getting extra
sure-
content out of it.
I'm pretty sure you'll get people who don't actually like those things buy them just so that they can get the
Okay.
codes.
Can I be honest with you though?
You do, don't you?
Okay, when Gears did this marketing with Rockstar,
Mm-hmm.
I bought Rockstar even though I liked Red Bull better. So I bought Rockstar and I drank half the can and I threw the rest out.
See?
I was like, oh man, no. And then, my homegirl hooked me up with the rest of the Rockstar codes.
I did.
Hmm.
But I didn't have to drink. I didn't have to drink those. I actually won those in a giveaway.
I know,
so
I know. That was
I
awesome of you.
didn't- I think I gave
Yeah,
one to
but
Mooch too. Because
yeah,
I won those in a giveaway. So I
yeah.
was like, yeah, I don't need them because I don't really
But
play.
I bought one and I drank it and I was like, no. So for me, it was kind of a waste of money, but I got something cool out of it in Gears, even though it wasn't that great. It was still cool. It was like some gun skins and like an emblem and something else I can't remember. But yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty out of going out of my way to buy something that I don't really care for because of a game,
But
which
they
is
make
kind of
it
dumb.
smart though, because don't you also
I
weren't you
think that's
also
dumb.
buying like those the little pizza bites for
Okay,
the
well,
giveaways?
I already like Tostino's pizza rolls. I'm just saying.
I know, but isn't that just kind of funny how they use stuff that they know people love to like eat or drink to help
Yeah,
sell things for their games? Like
yeah.
it's a microtransaction literally in food. Like that like that's the thing. People
Yep.
talk about microtransaction in games and stuff like that, and that's exactly what this is. Like it
Yeah.
is exactly a microtransaction because chances are whether you do like this stuff or whether you don't like this stuff, you still buy it because you want the rarity of what the item is. You
Yeah,
want
it's
the
crazy.
exclusive things that come with the product that you're buying. Like just because it's on Pop Tarts, it may not be on, like, say, your favorite Pop Tarts. So, are you going to buy it just so that you can get this item? Chances are, yes. That's the funny part.
It's funny and sad at the same time because I feel like, well, damn, you're paying $4 or $5 for one thing, just because you're gonna get a skin out of it or something like that or double XP. It's crazy.
It
Uh,
is, and
but I understand why people do it. Like, you're a fan of the game, you're gonna go out of your way and try to collect a little bit of everything you can.
well, plus
So
you want to
yeah.
look different. You want to be different. Half the time, that's what you get, like different skins, like exclusive skins, or
Oh yeah, Tostino's gave you JD's or zombie JD. So
yep.
yeah, you did look different than everybody else because of that. So that was that stood out, obviously. Gun skins, it probably depends. Like you nobody like the bad guy's not gonna come up to you and check out your gun.
Mm-hmm.
But your teammates will. So like there's certain benefits to it.
Well, plus you
Um
know you have it, but
yeah, plus I know I'm like my gun looks way better than yours or something like that.
yeah.
But I mean, it's been happening with Doritos and Mountain Dew forever that I feel like
Yeah, Call of
I
Duty is
don't care.
very, very bad
I
for
don't
using Mountain Dew and Call of
Actually,
Duty.
Halo used it one time as well. I believe it was Halo 4. And I did buy some Doritos for that. I didn't really care for Mountain Dew. And now that Call of Duty does that every year, for me, I don't care for Doritos or Mountain Dew for double XP at all. I'm like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But it is a bit different when it stands out and you're getting a Red Bull because Destiny did a special quest. I did do that. That definitely happened. Not only because I already liked Red Bull, but a special quest, that's more gameplay for me. So
Well,
I actually
also,
thought that was more interesting.
people also like the fact of having the double XP though, because when you first start the game, having that double XP definitely helps because it
Yeah.
obviously pushes you ahead of everybody else. So
Hmm.
the more codes you have of that and the more you can like stack on, obviously, once one finishes, you just put in the other one and you can keep, you can keep leveling.
Hmm.
Does this marketing work in the gaming industry? Yes, definitely. It definitely works.
Sad but true.
Yes, it is crazy, but people do it because again, it goes all back to microtransactions and how everybody just they like to look different. They like to be unique. They like having those special little perks. And that's what microtransaction is, and that's exactly what this is. This is no different than microtransactions. The only difference possibly is you may actually enjoy the food that you're buying, so you may actually eat it. Like,
Yeah.
that's about the only difference is you could possibly be getting something out of spending your money instead of like if you just go into a game and just simply buy the microtransactions where, obviously you're not getting anything for it except for what you're buying. But,
Yeah.
when you buy Pop-Tarts or energy drinks and
Yeah,
stuff like that
it
with
works.
these, it works because you are getting still something, which I think, truthfully, I think that leads people to spend more because they think in all they're getting something for something, if that makes sense, then
Yeah.
whether, you just go and buy it because you're already buying it to eat it, but now you're actually getting something for it, so they tend to spend it more. Like it's just kind of like
This is the funny part. It's the adult version of when you're little and you bought cereal because there's a treat, like that
yes,
little
the
toy.
toys.
This is
Yes.
the adult version of that in a way because we're gamers and we're adults, but still, like this is kind of like a different part of that.
That is true. Or like Cracker Jacks. You buy Cracker Jacks because you want the toys in it.
Oh,
Like,
that's old school. I haven't ate that since I was at a baseball game or something.
oh, I know, but it's just funny. It is
Hmm.
just funny how things from the past, like the cereal that you buy just because you want the cool thing inside of it, it's literally the same thing. And I
Yeah,
wonder if when they do these kind of marketing, if that's what actually drives them to do it because of
maybe.
that. Because they're like, hey, wait. I remember when I did this and how many times I bought this because I wanted that from it.
Nah, I
So
don't know. Well, it's funny if you
you'd
think
be
of it like that,
surprised.
but no, I think they do it for the money, period.
Well, obviously, it's for money, obviously.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, overall, it makes sense that, like, the idea has to come from somewhere, if that makes
yeah.
sense. An idea always has to come from somewhere to start.
Yeah,
And
yeah, true.
for them to be like, oh, well, do you remember when we used to go and buy cereal because we really wanted that cool toy? They could be like, oh shit, you know what? That'd be cool marketing. Let's go hit up like food. Like everybody buys chips, especially gamers that love to
I love
snack.
snacks.
Yes,
Always. I'm
yes,
so guilty of that. My brothers yell at me actually because I have more snacks in my life than I eat like a proper meal,
proper
and
food.
they get upset. Yeah, they're like, "Fox, did you eat today?" Well, they don't say Fox, so that's a fucking lie. They call my real name and they're like, "Hey, did you eat today?" And I'm like, no." And they go, "What is that?" And I go, "Chips." So yeah, like my own brothers yell at me because I'm always snacking on stuff. It's true.
I just want to say for everybody in the chat, of course we notice you guys. We are just trying to stay on top of the topics and giving you guys an amazing show. So don't worry, guys. We
Yes.
do know you guys are all there, and we will be getting questions and all of that kind of fun stuff closer to the end of the show. So
Yes.
we
Shout out to
just
Mixer and YouTube.
yes,
Love you
of course,
guys.
we love both of you guys. So don't think we do not notice you guys because we definitely, definitely do. Um, but
But
overall,
yeah.
the question that came down to it, does it work? Yes, it definitely
Yeah, it
works
works.
because
And can I also bring up another thing?
yeah.
Like with consoles, because now we know that Xbox is doing the whole marketing with Taco Bell. So that's
Well, they
another
did
like
with Pizza
big
Hut last
thing.
year.
Was it like a whole system though, or was
Yeah,
it like a
it was
control?
the Xbox One S was also going through. They did the controller, yes, but they also
Yeah, I
had
was gonna say
one for the
okay.
Xbox One S when they first announced it. You were
Okay.
able to win one, like
Yeah.
or
That's cool.
what was it? Jewelry. There's even jewelry where like if you bought something from a jewelry store, you got an Xbox One S.
Oh my God, I think I heard about that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like buy your
there's
girlfriend a ring and you could win an Xbox. And I was like, what?
yeah, like
That was
it was
crazy.
the marketing gets crazy, like what they kind of like hook it up to try to get people to buy it. Like it's insane the things that they put it with.
Yeah.
Funny.
Taco Bell though, like come on, that's the X, girl. That's like a
Well,
big
the
boy.
thing about that though is you don't. It's not like you like. Do you know how hard it is to actually like the
Oh, I
chances of
bet.
winning it?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Like even though it is an amazing deal, it still comes down to what are your actual chances, because you
Yeah.
literally only have to buy a $5 thing to get into the draw. So and plus people who I believe you still have to fill out a code, yes, but or not fill out a code, but you have to like redeem a code or whatever to get your draw in, but
You
I'm
have to do it
pretty
through the
sure.
website. Something
Yeah.
on the website, Crappy was mentioning it, like you could have more entries on the website, and I'm like, oh, that's way better than just buying tacos forever,
Yeah, but you
you know?
still have to keep buying like you still have to buy the things to get the codes though. I'm pretty sure you still have to actually buy to get the code from your Taco Bell box.
Hmm. Either way, I understand the chances are way lower for that, but that is part of the same thing, like marketing, Taco Bell, Xbox, they're working together, you know? But like with the whole Pop-Tarts and energy drinks and Doritos, like that's different because that's smaller,
Yeah.
obviously, and you do get that instant gratification where you're like, I'm gonna go put my double XP right now. And then with the whole Taco Bell thing, it's like, oh, I might win an Xbox. you know? So it is a bit different with that.
That is true. That is true. I don't know. I just think it's funny because we none of us have grown up. We literally still buy it because we want the fun, shiny stuff from the box. Like, that's hilarious. The funny part. That is the absolute funny part, is we do it because, hey, we want the shiny things from the box. But this time, I guess it's, well, no, it's still boxed because it's, Pop-Tarts are boxes. So,
yeah.
It's funny.
True.
It is funny. And it's relevant. That's the funnier part, is, because
yeah, and
chances are,
who's going to keep the can? Is what I'm wondering. Who's going to keep the can? It says, like, Destiny on it or something.
Oh, I'm sure there are people who display
I know
it.
I'm a nerd. I know I'm a nerd, and I still have the Rockstar Gears of War can.
Seriously?
Yep.
Did you wash it out first, at least? So that
yes,
it
of course. Of course. What the fuck?
Hey.
But I am a nerd, so I accept that about myself.
I don't think I've kept things like that. Like, can-wise? Well, no, that's not true, because I actually have, like, creamer bottles from, like... But you didn't get anything. They were, like, Star Wars ones, so it had, like, BB-8 and Chewbacca.
Fancy.
And, like, it had different, like, characters, so I have them displayed in my kitchen on, like... Because we have, like, this light thing that, like, goes over our whole entire kitchen. So... I have them displayed on top of the light because they're really cool looking creamer bottles for coffee. So okay, so I did that, but I also do it for like really cool looking like alcohol bottles and stuff like that too. They're all like displayed on my top shelf.
Oh my god, yeah, that's the most common thing. Yeah, like alcohol bottle. Yeah, I've seen that before.
But I have like creamer bottles because they have Star Wars characters on them. So
yeah, I collect Gears things, awesome. So I was like, makes sense. I'm just gonna keep this. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I was like, wow. But it was funny. So, all right. We're going to jump into a game now. We're going to jump into the fun part of, obviously, this. And that is where we bring up some games that possibly you guys don't really maybe know about. Or definitely doesn't get as much hype in social media as it should. So, I hope you guys are ready because we actually have one that I know me and Fox have both played. And...
Yep.
I thought it was hilarious because, well, we actually talked about the developer for this, what was it, last week? And how he came out, stood up for the fact that fanboy wars suck. Yes, completely, utterly agree. And, of course, what game am I talking about? And that is Aaero from Mad Fellow Games. It released on April 11th on 2007. It's a speed game where you actually use rhythm of music to try to complete the levels, but at the same time, you still actually have to beat characters and you still have to fight things at the same time as trying to stay on a track that you're not going to, like, obviously go off of, because if you don't stay on it, you just don't beat the game, and then you have to redo it. This game, you can get it on Xbox One, PlayStation, and also Steam. But with Steam, it actually requires you to have a controller. You have to have a controller.
Hello, pussycat. You looking for me?
To actually play this game, which I thought was kind of cool. But oh my god, the characters! I have to say, when you like battle the strange enemies, they are cool. There's a giant spider that you have to fight, and it is crazy mad. But more or less, just trying to. Yes, trying to stay on the track is insane.
I love it. I love it just because it just gets me all hyped, especially with the song. I want to hear the song. I'm going to stay on the track, basically, is what's going to happen.
Yeah, because at first, I first watched GKB play it. I did play this game, guys. But I actually first watched GKB play it, and I was like, wait a minute. If you're, if you go off the track, does it actually do anything? And I was curious because he was playing it, and obviously, he's pretty good at it, and it wasn't doing anything because, well, he was staying on the stupid line. And I'm like, go off of it, and he's like, no. So I had to go play the game, and I went off the track, and when they're singing and stuff, you actually hear her, like, the voice is lower.
Yeah, they get muffled.
Yes. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool. So it does actually change. Songs that are just plain rhythm.
Hello, pussycat. You looking for me?
We're getting hosted and followed like crazy here. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the hosts that you guys have done. And
nice.
I have Tweety Bird that comes up and says, are you looking for me? But I do. It's so weird. I don't know. But anyways, so the fun part of it is like the rhythm of the music is crazy. So even when it is just straight up beats, you actually like don't hear certain bass sounds when you don't stay on the line. I thought that was really cool, and I love like just how intense it is. Like you're doing so much in like so fast at the same time. And I know you played this, Fox. You were huge on this game, so what do you think?
Well, I'm actually really happy that you're like enjoying it that much. I got this game back when it came out like a little while ago. When it came out, like April or something like that. I think it was April. And it came out and it was instantly on sale and I wanted to pick it up. And I think I had bought some other things, so I was questioning it, and I believe it was Scrotum and Tim who were both like, "Oh, you're gonna love this game because you like these type of games. You played like Spectra, so you're gonna enjoy this game as well. Even though it's a bit tough, you're still gonna love it." And I was like, "Really? Damn, is that good?" So I think Scrotum was the one that bought it, and he tried it, and he was like, "Hell yeah!" And then I think Tim bought it after that, and then I was like, "God, I want to get it too." Eventually, it was gifted to me by Scrotum, so thank you to Scrotum for that. And I enjoyed it. I liked the music on it a lot. I thought it was very challenging and very different than the other game that he had compared it to. It was way tougher, but I like that actually.
Well, people who liked, say, like Rockstar and stuff, or sorry, Guitar Hero. It was Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero, Rock Band.
Yes, yeah. They actually helped develop those. So, you know, if you enjoyed those games, you can, like, I'm pretty sure or absolutely sure you'll end up really liking these games because of the fact that you don't need the guitar, or like obviously you don't need any of the instruments to play it. You just need your controller, and you just have to have like good rhythm, I guess, because even moving, like you still have to have like that rhythm as you're moving your thumbs and stuff, because it's mainly
Hello, pussycat. You looking for me?
Fox host. You end up hearing it, so it's just funny. It's crazy because you also have for instance, like it's just your thumbstick that you're literally moving, but it's so much harder than that.
Yeah, it's way. Not only that, you're shooting at the same time, so you're pressing other triggers as well. And so you have to be dodging, you have to be going through the obstacles, you have to be shooting. It's amazing. And on top of that, you got some cool music. Why not? So I've liked this game for a while. Obviously, it is tough, so I am stuck at one part, but I always back to it from, every now and then. And the cool stuff is the good part is that it looks cool. I really like the way the art style and the way the game looks itself. Pretty detailed for a simple sounding game, but yeah.
That's the one thing I love about this is the graphics. Being someone who enjoys creating graphics and drawing and all that kind of stuff, I love art in games. It's one of my biggest, like go-tos when it like deals with games. And this game, for how detailed it is, for how at the same time, like, it has the fun colors, but it's not on the childish side, if that makes sense. Like, it's like not like a kid's coloring book or like older style games. It has, I don't know, it just has like really great 3D textures to it, and it's one of the biggest things I love about it. Like the giant worm that you end up facing, or like the giant spider.
Oh, that's cool.
You face like the robot spider looks awesome, like looks completely amazing, and I really
looks scary.
Yeah, I know, and I also love like when you see the octopus and stuff, and like the water scenes and stuff. They're like have to be my all-time favorite when it comes to this game, because they just look so gorgeous. They really do. If I could just stay in those and just watch them, I probably would. Like,
yeah. The cool part is that a lot of people lately have been hearing about this game. So even though, maybe a couple people have heard about this game because of the recent news and stuff like that, I still don't think this game gets as much love as it deserves. So I am really happy, though, that a couple people that I know recently have been picking it up because of, the developers speaking up and saying, hey, look, I like what I like. I don't care about this stupid drama. And then some people see that as like, damn, mad respect for the developer. Let me check out his game. Let me go out of my way and check out their game. Yeah. And a lot of people are picking it up, buying it. I believe Crappy bought it. Some other people are really interested in it. Mike is interested in it. So, yeah. I'm glad that the game's coming to light, basically.
I am super happy that people are starting to see this game and, you know, giving it a try. The developers, they are amazing. They're like really great guys who, you know, just care about gaming in general. They are small developers and, you know, but they have huge hearts, and it was awesome that we got to talk to them. Spoilers, no.
Yeah, that was cool.
Luca, we're not actually giving really any spiders. Spoilers about talking about the spiders or the worm, because you actually see them in the trailer, so they're not really spoilers.
Tisha's just teasing us.
Yeah,
Tisha's just messing with us.
Yeah,
Luca, I love you, girl.
Yeah, I'm just
keep
saying,
playing
though.
the game.
No, I'm just letting anybody who's interested in knowing. It's actually not
Yeah.
spoilers, because you do actually see those in the trailer where they give you a small taste. And trust me, even knowing about them, you still ain't ready for them when you actually go against them. So it don't matter. It really doesn't matter. So in all, it's not really spoilers, because like I said, you know, you do see them in the trailer that they released themselves when the game released. So other than that, though, I have to say, I hope you guys give this game a try. If you liked Rock Band or Guitar Hero or anything with like really good music and soundtrack, then I would definitely try this game out. I have to say, the achievements, if you're an achievement hunter,
Tough.
good luck, because you have to do, like, to get the achievements, you have to beat all the levels on normal to unlock advance. And then after you do all the advanced levels, you unlock master. And that one, it's just, it gets insane. Well, anyone who plays,
I love your reaction out of it.
I know, right? Anyone who knows Guitar Hero or anything like that, you pretty much know that it's going to be crazy insane.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm glad that you do get that challenge aspect of it, where like GKB, he's like, oh, I want to play like on the hardest difficulty. I want to be challenged.
Oh, yeah,
well,
but
that's good,
because he has to beat all the other ones to get to it. So he can't.
But it's fine though. I'm glad that it also has that aspect for those people that really love to get challenged and beat up in games. You know?
Yeah, but I just mean more or less for achievement hunters. This is not really, you know, not really a game that is perfect for you if you're not prepared to go into extreme hard levels. Like if you don't like games that are that difficult, because this isn't a game that, you know, obviously there's a lot to it. So
yeah, this is not no Telltale game where you're just like playing through it and you're getting your 1,000. Nah, it's not like that.
Yeah, like Scrotum says, you know, the achievements are straightforward, but they are hard as fuck. Yes, that is exactly true. Like that's what I mean by they are literally really simple to like achieve, but extremely hard for the levels to unlock. So if that makes sense, like they are very straightforward, but very hard to actually unlock them, because you know, as the
but when you
go,
when you get that Achievo, you're like, oh my god, finally.
Yeah, I'm probably going to like try to beat this game like full out, completely, like right.
I'm gonna pray for you, girl.
Yeah, and then be like,
I'm gonna pray.
I did it. Yes, I did. Like, yeah, I'd probably be freaking the hell out because like it is. I have a hard enough time just trying to beat the stupid worm, let alone freaking get into advanced mode. Oh my god.
Oh damn, girl.
Yeah.
Well, if you do it, I'm gonna be proud of you. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I definitely try. But for anybody, please make sure you guys go and check out this game. You can see gameplay here on the screen as you know, of what the trailer, not really gameplay. Well, I guess it's gameplay because they.
It's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit both. Mm-hmm.
It is their trailer. Again, it is from Mad Fellows. It is on Xbox, PlayStation, and of course Steam. So if you guys want to go check that out, please do. I know it was on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale, but
nah, it's not anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was. So yeah, it's $15 right now.
Yeah, which is really, you know, I think is a good game, especially just for the music alone. All right.
Yeah.
So we are going to hop into our next game, which now this game really is not getting a lot of attention. One, it hasn't actually released yet. They are in works, but they do want people to, you know, spread the word and show some support for a small developer studio. And, you know, you can sign up and get their newsletter, and I'm sure for, you know, anybody who wants to help out, I'm sure if you let them know, again, this
like a review copy?
I think so. I'm sure, like,
Maybe.
Sorry, guys.
What's up?
I didn't realize I thought the audio was off. It's my fault. So, yes, other than that, I hope you guys, look into this game. It is called Omno, I believe is how you say that.
Yeah.
OMNO. It's a third-person puzzle adventure with unique mechanics and fascinating worlds to explore. As you can see in the trailer, it is like I find it's like a really, really interesting game. Again, this is another one that has a really, really great looking, art style to it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's another one of those like 3D worlds that brings color and textures to a different look than normal realistic video games or your shooter games. And that's one thing that I really like about this game is the fact that like it looks different. It kind of reminds me of what game? I was gonna say like it has like a texture like to Ori and how like gorgeous the scenes look on their own, but this is more actually like exploring
I feel
worlds instead of a puzzle.
For me, it makes me feel like a Journey a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever played that one. It's on the PlayStation. But it kind
No,
of reminds me of that a little bit.
I haven't played Journey.
Yeah, but it looks really good though. And that's the first thing that stood out to me was the way the game looked, the art style, and the giant landscape. I was like, holy wow. But yeah, I'm interested to see more about it. And I know that the videos only show like, the scenery and stuff like that, which is nice.
Well, you also
But I want to
see
see
the
like some more
character,
actual.
too. He looks
Oh
like
yeah,
a
that
little
as
onion
well.
person. Like his head looks like a little onion. I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
would.
I'm just saying his
No,
head
you
looks
would.
like a little
You would say
onion.
something adorable like that though. I'm like, oh, okay.
He looks like a little onion. It's so cute. There was like this like GIF I used to use all the time, and he was like an onion, and I loved it. It was like the cutest little thing ever, and this makes me think of that. It really does. And did you notice
Aw.
it's like Ink Fox or Inky Fox is like the developer name?
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's like Inky
But like,
Fox.
put a fox in the game, then we're talking.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get like a fox in the game, but
God, I want to buy all the games that have foxes in it. I'm just saying. I know that sounds silly, but anyway.
I can see you do that though. I can see you do that. But you can enjoy the atmosphere while fighting your way through different puzzles using powers you dreamed of as a kid and uncover the secrets. Now, that kind of makes you wonder, like when they say use powers that you dreamed of as a kid, does that mean like just your normal like superhero powers, like teleporting, vanishing, flying?
I don't know. Maybe.
Like you do see in the trailer,
whatever.
like he does fly, and he does seem to like, move pretty fast and stuff like that. And
True. That like speed. He's like a Flash or something like that at one point.
yeah, like I don't know. I think it's a really neat looking game, and I think people should keep an eye out for it. Like I said, it hasn't released yet, but they are trying to spread the word, and so we definitely wanted to do that because it's games like these that look absolutely amazing, but don't get really any, they don't get a
Any love.
spotlight. Yeah, they don't get a spotlight on them, and that's disappointing because there's a lot of great games on Kickstarters and all that kind of stuff that end up actually turning out to kind of be more interesting than actual AAA games because developers are willing to take that step to, they push the boundaries. They try to push out something more unique than...
Yeah, they look outside the box of the normal.
Yes.
Yeah, and people really appreciate that when they can tell a story and impact you in such a different way without having all those amazing graphics and explosions.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that indie developers do something different. They bring a lot to the table. I'm just looking at this video. Wow, I like the lighting
I
in
know,
this
right?
game.
It's so gorgeous.
The sun and stuff like that, like through the... Yeah, it's really cool. I like the way it looks.
Snow mountains. But you know what's kind of funny? You see like the trees and they look like almost like weird Lego Minecraft kind of look. But
Yeah,
then you see
it looks
like
cute.
the ice mountains and stuff and they look like real landscapes.
Yeah, I like that.
So
And it looks like they work. They work together really well. So that looks nice.
they bring a fun atmosphere, but at the same time with amazing 3D textures. And you definitely see what game developers are doing with like texture designs and 3D graphics and how far they're coming, and it's awesome to see games grow the way that they do.
Yeah.
Like, that is my biggest thing. I do love how, you know, games are growing and they're improving and they're pushing those boundaries more and more to give us something different than your, you know, your standard shooter game that, you know, everybody really plays. And that's something I really love. I really do. That's why I like smaller independent studios and stuff, because they do that.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. When I do like get into an indie, I really enjoy it for their story or how I felt while I was playing it compared to every other game that
kind of like that
you see every day.
What is it, Standalone, or that one with like
Standalone?
I'm trying to think of what the heck it's called, or Never Alone. I think it's like Never Alone.
Oh, yes, I love that game.
Yeah, it's like the little boy and the wolf or the fox. I don't know if it was a wolf or a fox. I think it was an Arctic fox. Yeah, I think it was an Arctic fox.
Yeah,
but
I love
that story. Like, that story was absolutely amazing, and the game mechanics that were in it, it was different. It wasn't just your normal run around kind of thing, and that's what I love about these games. So
yeah, definitely had a lot of puzzle aspects as well. But yeah, this game looks good. I'm looking forward to seeing more about it.
I definitely agree. Definitely agree. So now we have kind of talked to you guys about our different games, and my dog won't stop crying.
He loves you.
Oh my god. Like, he's kind of being a pain in my butt right now. But other than that, we are actually going to jump on to a segment that we tried last week, which we thought was kind of fun because, well, this is a gaming podcast, so Gaming Bolt actually does this thing where they have different categories about obviously different lists,
top 10 lists and stuff like that.
Top 10 lists. For example, like overhyped video games that were a complete letdown, or top 10 video games you should never play alone, which is actually going to be the category we are doing today, because we all know how Fox feels about horror games.
Yeah, I'm leaving right now. That's how I feel.
No, you're not. So I thought it would be funny to run down this, like, their top 10 games you should never play alone, and see what we actually think about them, and see if we actually agree. I do find that these topics are kind of fun because, one, you end up learning about some games that you didn't actually even know about, or they're just funny to see what other people thought was actually a horror game, or whatever the list may be. So,
yeah.
Starting off this list, which, like I said, it is the top 10 games you should never play alone. So the very first one we have on the list is Outlast.
Oh my god, I'm leaving.
This game is crazy. It is an amazing horror game, and
first person.
Yes.
Scary. Oh my god. I don't want to talk about it.
It is definitely one of those games that I do agree should be on this list. I can play it alone, and I can play it in the dark, and I would be perfectly fine. But I know a lot of people who say that, like, this game is, like, so intense that it is just incredibly dizzy to some people, and the effects in it are outstanding because you do play in first person perspective, which of course heightens the experience all on its own. I find first person always gives more of an intensity when it comes to a video game because, of course, you know, you can't see what's behind you. You have to actually physically look around in the game to see.
Yeah, you're immersed.
Yes, because, you know, you have to see what's from side to side or behind you. Where at third person, you can see something coming up behind you. So, playing first person. So yes, I do agree. This game should be on this list. You should never play this game alone. Fox.
Yeah, even though you're like super like tough chick and whatnot, and you could do that, I don't think a lot of people, most gamers out there, can't do that because I know certain people that need friends in their party when they play scary games. I know people that love streaming scary games because they have an audience. So the audience is pushing them to keep going so they feel motivated. Because they know that if they're by themselves, they're going to probably shut it off as soon as they could,
Yeah.
So that's me, of course.
That is true.
I agree with this game being on the list because I don't want to play this game by myself. So there you go. I don't
That
know.
is true. All right,
I don't
so
know.
read off
I
the
don't know
next
about
one.
no. I don't like to be honest with you though. Like I don't even want to play the first one, even though the second one is out.
I
So
know. I'm excited
that's
for the
how
second
scary I
one.
think it
So
is. Um. All right. Another game that's on the list would be Resident Evil 4, which is weird for me to see this on the list because this is when like Resident Evil started changing a little bit and started feeling more like an action horror game than just a horror game
yeah.
or puzzle horror. But I don't understand why this game's on the list. I don't think that is that scary because you do have guns and stuff like that. I don't think it should be on here. It's not that scary to be like, oh my God, I need my friend to sit next to me while I shoot zombies in the head. So I don't
Also,
agree
isn't it
with
in
this
third
one.
person? It's not actually first
Yes.
person. Like I could
Yeah,
see
all most of the Resident Evils are third person. The newest one isn't.
that's the one I would have seen. I would have thought would have been on this list was Resident
Exactly.
Evil 7 because that one actually
Exactly.
had more intensity. But it's kind of funny seeing this one on there.
Yeah, I don't agree with Resident Evil 4 being on the list, but yes, it should have had Resident Evil 7. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I definitely don't like I don't agree with this one either. Resident
Yeah.
Evil 4 should not be a
It's
play
not
by
that
yourself
scary.
game.
No, no, no. It's like playing like Dead Space 3 or something. It's like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
It seems
you're
creepy,
fine.
but it is not to the point of, oh my god, I need to like you said, have someone playing with me because of how scary. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. So, the next one on the list is Silent Hill 2.
Oh my God.
Really? Really?
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so I personally don't think that this game was that scary.
What?
Yeah, no, I didn't. So I don't know if I guess maybe it's just me, but they name it as one of the scariest you could ever
Yeah.
play as a horror game. So I don't know. Was it really I didn't find I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Why would you say? Let's hear your
Okay, so I grew up watching my brother play Silent Hill, especially like the first three, and my big brother was scared. He was sweating in his palms, and he was always like wiping it on his jeans, and then he kept playing, and he needed us to be there. So like me and my brothers, so there was obviously four of us, watching him play this game. It was that scary. It's weird. It's creepy. Don't make no goddamn sense. So yeah, I think that not Resident Evil. Silent Hill is definitely one of those games where you need, I guess, someone there with you. It's way scarier than Resident Evil in my opinion. Uh,
Really,
Even the
'cause
newer one,
I just
actually.
I don't know. Me personally, I find Silent Hills 2 feels more like the Resident Evil series. So
I
I
think it's
guess
scarier.
no, I'm not saying it's not scarier, but I guess that's why I
Yeah,
don't really fully agree with that. Oh, I don't know. I know they make you obviously you have to fight for the ending, or well, you have to work harder for the ending and stuff like that. But I don't know. For it being I'd like to know in the chats, would you guys agree with Silent Hill 2 being on this list? Me and Fox are kind of at a halt here. She says yes, I say no. What do you guys say? Should Silent Hills 2 be on the list for games you should never play alone? Let us know.
yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, what about you, Fox? Let's move on to the next one.
All right, on the next one I see is Aliens Isolation.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah, definitely another one I don't think you should play alone. The fact that you're always paranoid that the alien's nearby and you gotta go hide most of the time. Um, I can see why some people wouldn't want to play this alone. Definitely. My friend Carlos is one of those people who streamed it, and he was like, I'm not gonna play this by myself because he knows he's gonna quit, like that. So, what do
Okay.
you think? Did you play this? I didn't play this one. I
Yes,
just watched.
I've played this one. Yes, there's jump scares. Okay, the thing about this game is if you watch the Alien movies, obviously you already have it somewhat in your head about what he's doing, and
Yeah, you know what's
I
coming
do
after
find
you.
it's a jump scare because obviously you're trying to hide from him, and then when he jumps, yes, but to play alone, again, this is not really one that's, like, I guess to some people, so I guess to the aspect of if people had to agree, then yes, probably it belongs on this list, but me personally, I don't think that this game was like, oh my god, I can't play this alone, because it's more of a jump scare game than it is actually scary. If that makes sense. Like,
well, we're starting to get into that level where I'm like,
yeah,
they're all scary, and you're like, nah.
Well, because like this, like when it comes to this game, like it literally is kind of more hide and seek. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't. There's scarier games than this. Like, it is definitely a what do you call it? Like a jump scare game. I definitely agree with that. I believe this was actually one of the very first games that I streamed on Twitch way back when I first started doing
what? I wish I could have seen that.
And yeah, it's definitely a jump scare, but I was more or less like trying to figure out what I was doing, like what I had to do to get out, than being scared of where the alien was.
She's like, I'm over here trying to assess the situation, and I'm over here like, girl, hide, run. Oh my god, it's coming at me.
Yeah, you would probably just hide more than anything.
I think I would be the person that would be freaking out the most. So I would scare my own self, probably. But I think this is one of those games that really utilized the Kinect, and if you made noises and stuff, the Kinect would like put that into the game, and then the alien would hear you making noise or something like that. I don't know. That's kind of creepy. I wouldn't play that with the Kinect on if it did that. And then my brother made a noise. I would be like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die!" you know?
I guess in that aspect it would be creepier. So
yeah.
I guess I could see that.
Another game I saw on here was Fear. I don't know if you ever played those games. I think they had like 3 of them that came out on the 360 and the PS3. Yeah. And I don't agree with this game being on the list, because this feels like a creepy Call of Duty kind of game in a way, because you do have like assault rifles. Well, I don't know if they have those. They do have like creepy dudes, but mostly about this.
I don't mean actual zombies in the game. I mean more or less like Call of Duty zombies.
Oh, okay,
then yeah. This game reminds me of.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there's this creepy hoe in the game, and she's like messing with your surroundings and what you see and all this stuff. But like, I think for most of it, from what I've seen and what I tried, you have your assault rifle. So I feel like I'm okay. I'm okay with that. If it's me and an assault rifle in a game, I feel like I wouldn't be as scared as me running around with like a knife or a camera, like Outlast or whatever. Like, that's different. That's scarier to me, because I need weapons in the game, not to be so paranoid, I guess. Yeah. So I don't agree with this game being on the list. I feel like you could play this by yourself. It's fine. You'll be all right.
When I think about this game, it is a good game. But my thing about it is it's just another survival horror game. And I don't know if it's just because we've had so many zombie games that have come out that is exactly the same thing as this game. Like maybe back then, when it came out, the experience of it would probably feel a little different, because obviously we did it was more unique back then. We didn't have so many survival games, where now it's like almost every game that comes out there's a survival game to match it. So like nowadays, no, I definitely agree that it is not one that should be on this list, but maybe when it first released, maybe I could see it being on the list if it had like obviously different games to compare to back then instead of newer games now. But as of right now, it's just another survival horror game, and a lot of us tend to just do that just to have fun shooting things in the head. So
yeah, not scary. Not scary.
No, it's literally horde
just
mode.
Creepy. Yeah, it's just creepy. That's all.
Yeah. Definitely agree. It's just one of those creepy kind of. So, the next game is Soma. Now, okay, so this one, they pretty much say, have you ever seen a movie that wasn't particularly scary in the traditional sense of the word, but was more disturbing on a level? And that's kind of what this is. It was more of a disturbing game than an actual I guess,
Yeah.
traditional scary kind of game. So I'm not exactly sure why this game would be on this list, but
Yeah. It's a creepy game. It feels like an indie. I don't know if it is an indie, but it feels like an indie, like
yeah,
a
I
small
would
title,
definitely.
or maybe a double A. I don't know, but it's a creepy game. I seen somebody stream it, and I saw my brother play some of it, and it's just really weird. Like uh, running around this area, trying to get through different levels, but yeah, there's something following you around, but I don't think they ever get like that close to you where, you know. Actually, I don't even think you get weapons. I think you can smack them around and then you can keep running
No,
away.
there's like no combat. There's like really
Yeah.
no combat in the game.
Yeah, so basically it's just you playing hide and seek, kind of like what you mentioned about aliens. I think I am more scared of aliens than I am of these dudes. They're like
Yeah.
following you around. If you do have a paranoia though of like if you're scared of being underwater, because there is like this whole level where you're underwater. I think there's sharks and stuff like swimming around, but nothing happens. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't understand why this game's on the list. I don't think it's that scary. I think it's just a weird game.
It's definitely like you said, it's creepy, but it's just kind of more of a disturbing, weird game than it is
Yeah,
actually. Like, I definitely think like it would be a cool VR game. Like
I think it's
maybe,
third person, isn't it? I think it's third per Yeah,
but if they were to put this game in like first person and put it on VR, it
maybe.
probably would have had more of an effect to it.
Yeah. But it does have these areas where you can jump around and do puzzles and stuff like that though,
Well, that's
so
true. That's
it
true.
might be a little
But
bit tougher.
I don't know. I guess just calling it one of the most terrifying around, I think is just going a little too far with
Yeah,
your wording, people. Because
yeah, I wasn't scared when I was watching it. I wasn't
yeah,
like, yeah, like I would play it, like if somebody, yeah, I could play my brother's copy if I wanted to.
yeah, I definitely, All right.
All right, the next game. Oh my gosh, I already know what you're gonna say, but The Evil Within. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not.
Seriously?
Definite. Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah. It's another one. It deserves to be on the list,
No,
girl.
it doesn't.
Yes, it does. I
Well,
agree with this.
okay, well, I guess to an aspect of being on the list, yes. I guess for most people. But the funny part about this game is, one, it is an amazing game. I love the details and the story in this game. Was I scared? No. There was jump scares, obviously, because there is, like, this creepy guy that kind of, like, follows you around and, like, kind of appears here and there. And there's, like, so many different levels to this story that is just kind of like, wow, what is going on? But I don't personally find that it's like, oh my god, I can't play this game alone. Like, maybe if you're really scared, don't play it in the dark, but
Girl, you
it's
already
not.
know me.
Yeah, but even you, I think you could, like, get through this game as long as, like, you played it during the day with the lights on. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
you'd
you're
be
so
fine.
sweet. You're so sweet that you believe in me that much.
I do, because, it definitely is not one of the scariest games that was ever released.
No, I didn't say
And
scary, but it's like one of those games where I'm like, oh, I need somebody in the party with me. I need maybe my brother
I don't
or
think you
like
would,
a friend
though.
next to me.
I really don't
I
think
think.
you would. Because
Yeah.
again, it's a third-person game. It's a lot like Resident Evil, to be honest, where you're
Oh,
just
of course.
trying
It's
to, like,
same
well, yeah,
same
you're
people.
just kind of like trying to, defeat enemies and get from point A to point B without dying, more or less. And like I said, there is obviously some jump scares to it. But again, it has more of a survival horror element to it than it does just simply, oh my god, get through. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
definitely.
I
Like
don't think you need to, like,
so far in this list, I think the most scary, like the scariest one in my opinion would be Outlast or Silent Hill right now. But still, this is another one where I'm like, I wouldn't want to play this one alone, because then I wouldn't keep going. I would quit as soon as I got, to
I
that
think
level
you
where I'm
should
like, I'm
try
done.
it. I think you
Uh-oh.
guys should
Uh-uh,
try
don't
it.
don't start that,
I
because then we're gonna
will.
get comments about me streaming it, and I ain't
Yeah,
having that.
people who thinks that she should, like, I'm
No,
more
no.
excited to see what's going on with with the second one, with Evil Within 2.
The second one looks even crazier.
It
But I do
does.
love the trailer. That's a good fucking trailer. Like,
It
it
was,
got
yeah.
me. I was like, oh shit.
I just hope they don't go too far into, like, a zombie aspect of it. That's my biggest worry when it comes to the Evil Within games, because
Yeah, when they get cheesy, you're like, nah.
yeah. I love my
Yeah.
horror games. I really do. But please stay to, you know, what you
Stick to what you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Stick to what works best.
Especially
True.
when you had an amazing first game. Don't go, like, everyone goes into zombies. Stay away from zombie games. Don't.
It's
Don't.
it's
Like,
what sells in a way. In a way, it's what sells.
yeah, I definitely agree with Shady. Like, scary games need to be played alone because that's how you really get, like, you really get the most effect when you're playing these games alone because, or, well, I guess unless if you're me and I'm literally just walking Fox how to, like, get through Resident Evil 7, I'm just like, watch around the corner, and then there's really nothing there
She's like-
just to scare her. Because
She's
that
being
was
an
fun.
evil babysitter when I'm trying to fucking survive and live
Oh
my life.
God, it was so great though. It was so great. It is funny when you like if you're gonna do that, yeah. But
No,
I don't know.
that's not cool.
all right, so I believe this is the last one on the list, which
Yep.
is Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Can
First of all, I didn't even know there's this many. I'm just being honest,
Really?
girl.
you didn't know that?
No, I thought there was like 1 or 2. Like, what the fuck? 4? Like, what the fuck?
See, okay, this game. Let me just get this out. First off, this is kind of like those horror movies that the first one was really good, and then they just kept making them, and they just got to the point where you're like, seriously, can you just stop already? You're ruining it now. Like, can we just stop?
Stop dragging
And-
it. Stop dragging.
Yes, like it's kind of like those really bad Michael Myers movies or like Jason movies where they just go too far and just need to stop.
Mhm.
Like I find the first
Cliche.
Friday Nights at Freddy's was probably one of like its scariest just on its own. I wouldn't really say the ones after were really all that scary, to be honest. I did think they were kind of more niche than anything, and more like they were just kind of trying to, you know. I know a lot of people do like these games, so I'm not trying to bash it in any way, but I do find that the first one was probably the best one, and the other ones were just kind of like, okay, they're creepy, but I can run through it. It's not a big deal. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't see why this game's on the list. I don't think it's scary. I think you can play it by yourself if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you said earlier. It's just a jump scare to me. Like, I'm not scared of it or anything like that. And the funny part is this. Little kids like this game.
Yeah, that's the other
My
thing.
niece loves this game. And if she could watch it on YouTube, even though I don't like her to, but you know, it's whatever her mama says. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
like if
I don't care.
kids can
If
watch it,
my
like,
niece, yeah.
our 9-year-old watches it. So obviously it's not like I said, the first one it was good. I liked the first one, just like it was enjoyable to watch. Like the jump scares were neat. So to play it was just, you know, it was interesting for the idea of it. So I did like the first one, but then I thought all the other ones, but what is it scary? No. I definitely don't find them scary, but
Yeah. If you wanted to play that, you can play it by yourself. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it. Not for that
yeah,
game anyway.
I guess we will see.
But yeah, that was all the games that we found on the list that like stood out to us. There was a couple other ones I never heard of or ever tried or seen anything
Oh
of.
yeah,
So yeah.
because we also there was Fatal Frame, was another one. I don't know if you guys played that, and Daylight was another one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I believe a lot of these are more or less PC games. I
Yeah,
believe.
probably.
So they were on the list, but they seem to be kind of more jump scare kind of games than actual horror games. So,
Yeah.
but either
But
way,
definitely
yeah,
Outlast and Silent Hill takes the cake in my opinion.
yeah.
So yeah.
I definitely say Outlast was a pretty freaky game. Again, I get more jump scares than I do actually anything else, but other than that, those were your top 10 what games you shouldn't play alone. So, if you guys agree, let us know in the comments below. If you don't agree, leave us comments below. Love to hear from you guys and see what your opinions are. Now part of the show, we are going to jump into the questions from all of you amazing people. So, take it away, Fox.
Bye. These are questions from the community on Twitter using the hashtag 4gamingden. Really appreciate you guys interacting and, sending us a lot of questions. We have a couple here from like last week still, so we have a few that we've piled up, but it's okay. Keep them coming, and then we'll answer them eventually. The first question I have is from Marion, from Twitter. Says, "What games will be your favorite this fall? Top three, and how many hours do you think you're gonna spend playing them?"
Ooh.
So that's a pretty good one. I have already some games that I can't wait. So obviously for me would be Life is Strange, Crackdown 3, and then the third one is kind of like up in the air. But I'll just say for now the third one would be Sonic Mania because that's coming out really soon.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, actually, can I count Sonic right now because it's not fall yet? Should I? Should I throw another one in there? All right, I'll throw in a shocker for everybody. I'll say Call of Duty because I'm interested in Call of Duty. I know this is weird to hear. So yeah, I don't know exactly how many hours I'll play, but the most probably would be Life is Strange because I tend to play those games over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So that one I would play a lot. I'll put a lot of hours into Life is Strange.
Oh,
Another one would be okay, so maybe Call of Duty. So if I really like it, I'll put a lot of hours into that as well. If I don't like it, I don't know. I'll probably play it with certain people like you or, depending. Other friends.
So my three most, unless you still...
Oh yeah, and then the Crackdown. And then the third one would be Crackdown, which I'm really interested in and I can't wait. And I hope I like it enough to play a lot. I can't really say for all these games like how many hours. So that was a bit of a like too detailed question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I have to wait and see. So I guess Crackdown would be another one just like Call of Duty where I don't know how many hours I'll put into it, but I hope that I like it enough. But yeah.
True. So my three most anticipated games for the fall is Evil Within 2. I'm probably going to play it until I beat it. So how many hours it is to beat it, or how many hours it is to beat it, and with how many deaths I have, I guess you have to take into account. So that's one. And then two would be Destiny 2. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but yes, I am excited for Destiny 2. And that one is probably going to become one of my main stream games until Call of Duty releases. So probably at least a good 2 months of hours upon hours. So I can't say exactly how many, but chances are
I don't know about
that. And other than that, also... I'm excited for, as much as I hate to say it, Call of Duty 2, because of course it is Sledgehammer, and I do love Sledgehammer. Even though they're kind of ruining my game by taking it back to boots on the ground, I still love Sledgehammer as a developer, so I'm still excited for that. And yeah, Wolfenstein is a really good one as well. Probably buy it, beat it, and then build the gist of it. It's it goes with Evil Within, truthfully, but my most anticipated ones are probably... obviously, Evil Within 2, Destiny 2, and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So.
Some good games. I mean, I would have thrown Destiny in there.
Well, it's the thing about being a streamer, though.
True.
But
it also depends. If you don't enjoy it, you wouldn't stream it. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
obviously, I like the first one, so.
I don't know. I'm questioning it.
We'll see.
I hope that I like it.
Stop
I hope that I do.
My answers.
No, I'm not. I'm just. No. I'm just talking about Destiny.
No, she's hating on my answers.
Okay.
Hating on my answers.
Destiny is straight up trash. No, I'm kidding.
You're trash. No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
Anyways.
Guys, you hear that? It's time for my quote every time. This is my last show. No, I'm kidding.
She always says that, but yeah, she always comes back.
Always
comes back. Okay. Anyways, so we're going to jump on to, well, I see there is a topic here from, we have Luca who says, how long do you play a game before deciding it's not for you or you don't like a game? And she used, the reason I'm saying this one most of all is because she used the hashtag 4gamingden. I like when people actually use our hashtag.
Yes, it's awesome.
But yeah, I have to say that usually within the first hour, I'll give a game obviously that if I've played for a full hour and it still hasn't gone the way it's supposed to go, I'm done. Like, seriously, because it is either A, yes, could get better with a more few hours in, or it's just never going to get better. But if a game literally is not getting any better by an hour, then I'm sorry, but I'm just not doing it. It's just not happening. So
Okay, well, yeah, well, that's a good question. I also wrote it down. I was going to read it as well, so I'm glad you picked it. So for me, see, it depends, right? So if it's a Telltale kind of game, then I have to at least finish the whole first episodes, which is probably like 5 hours, no, 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. So for me, it does depend on the certain game it is. Also, if it's not my typical style of game, like a RPG or something like that, or MMO, I do give it a little bit of time, probably like about an hour, like you said, because it's not my type of game. But at least I would try it and give it a go. Like Mass Effect, Lords of the Fallen, I believe it was. I gave that one a full hour, and I was like, I know for sure this game is not for me.
Sorry.
Oh shit, we got jams.
It's my fault, my bad.
It's all good. So yeah, it depends on the game, right? So if it's not my type of genre, I give it a little bit amount. If it's supposed to be my type of genre, like an action adventure or first person shooter, I do try to. I guess I give it less time because I should know for sure right off the bat, like if it's gonna grab me or not, because that is my type of genre. So yes, it does depend for me, but usually about an hour or at least a first episode. So yeah, that's
true.
Similar.
It is true.
The next question we have, I think I just saw you highlight that. Was from Crappy. And it was, should Microsoft force 343 and the Coalition to make games other than Halo and Gears?
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. They need to, like, you have two powerhouse freaking developers, and all you have is them making the same games over and over again. Like, come on. These developer teams are huge. You cannot tell me you can't take like even a quarter of them and actually have them work on something else to create another amazing AAA title, AA title, or hell, even a goddamn indie game. Like, let these developers work on something else other than just Halo and Gears. Like, Jesus Christ. Take that power and use it for something good.
Maybe we should have picked this as a versus, because I mean, I know where you're coming from with that, because like, yeah, sometimes I do want these other developers to use their, skills, is what I meant to say, for other, projects. So I do see where you're coming from. So I agree with that to a certain aspect, but I feel like if they do that, then maybe the next Gears, maybe the next Halo might not be as good as it could have been, because they were missing developers, because they were focusing on something else. So for me, the reason why they're called
huge. How could they not take time off just to be
but these are huge games though. The reason why they're huge, developer, team, all that, is because Halo is big, Gears is big, and the fact that both of them have great campaigns and great multiplayer, and they always keep adding more content, I feel like they need everybody, in my opinion. So for me, stick to what the fuck you know.
No,
so if you're
don't even
I'm just being girl, I'm just being honest. Wow. This is my opinion. I think that if you're in a studio called 343, you're gonna do Halo and that's it. And if you do get tired of that eventually, that's fine. You could move on and maybe leave for a little bit, or maybe you could ask Microsoft to put you somewhere else, so you could do something else. But if you're 343, if you're the Coalition, you're there to make Halo and Gears, in my opinion.
No, okay, first off, just because you have a name of a freaking developer doesn't mean that that's where you should be stuck working on. Isn't Bonnie Ross actually working on, like, Star Wars games? Like, you cannot tell me that in the downtime, like, there's 3 years in between each game. So
no, I understand if certain people walk away, though.
I had to be quiet when you talk, so hold on. There's literally
Ding, ding, ding.
I know, right? There is literally, like, when they take their downtimes with, like, the 3 hours, or once the game has released, I understand they start working on another game, but for how
Right.
big the development team is, they're not all working on it at that exact point in time. So you can't tell me while some of the other people are having downtimes, they can't be working on something else. Even if it's smaller. We've seen, like, 2-man freaking indie developer teams come out with amazing games. You can't tell me that they can't take a
True,
couple
but they're
of
not-
people. But hold
True,
on.
no, I agree.
But the thing is, like, it's not even just that. It's more of the fact of you have amazing minds in Halo and in Gears, which the games themselves still go around the same idea of the games previously. So it's not like they're changing a whole, like, dramatic thing about the game. They're still like all the other games.
I
my
understand
point,
that.
Like,
No, I completely see where you're coming from, but if you have certain people and they walk away for a little bit, Bonnie Ross or whoever, that's fine. You could do that. But I'm talking about the actual studio. That if you're 343, the studio with already a set amount of developers, I think that you should focus on that Halo game. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, maybe they're working on the next one. And they could get rid of a couple people. But what about those other people that could be doing patches and DLC and maps for the current game that is still happening right now? So they still need everybody on board, in my opinion. They can't have half of the team or a quarter of the team go do something else, an indie game, when really Halo is that big. Gears is that big. They need everybody on board because they are big blockbuster hits, in my opinion. And I understand indie developers do they do a lot for the small teams that they do have,
and
but it's
how
not
long-
on
how
a big
long-
scale. The indies are not a big scale game. Halo and Gears have that reputation that if there's a bug next week, you know for a fact they better do an update real soon because everybody is gonna shit all over them in the articles.
Which is fine, and I understand that aspect, but at the same time, I'm just looking at this from, like, another point of view on it. Like,
Of course.
Halo and Gears and Forza obviously are big titles, yes, but they can still only go for so long. That's the thing. Like, eventually
I know,
are going
but-
to get where they're just the same thing over and over and over again. Just like Call of Duty. And how many people
No,
bitch
yeah.
about Call of Duty? Like, yes, I understand
Well-
people are still going to buy them. Yes, I understand that.
Yeah,
But
true.
it wouldn't
Multiplayer.
hurt them to try to bring out something else to show if they had, like, creativity and everything else in this world is advancing. So
No, I understand. Yeah,
unless
definitely.
like they take Halo and Gears and actually push it to a whole new level, they're just going to be the same games as they always have been. That's my only point of it. Like, obviously,
No, I
Halo
understand.
is an amazing game. Gears is an amazing game. Forza is an amazing game. Like, look at what Forza is doing. They still have two different style of Forza games. They have Forza
Yep.
Horizon Sport and then Forza Motorsports. So, like,
Motorsport and Horizon. Yeah.
yeah. So they literally have two different style of games, and they both actually, even though they're similar, they still bring different aspects to
Mm-hmm.
racing. So what is so wrong with 343 and Coalition doing this with Halo and Gears? That's my only thing.
Which is fine because obviously 343,
Doesn't
they
with
have Halo Wars.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not, like, it's
But
a
it-
big
it-
thing,
but it's
you
a
don't see it as much though.
Yeah, but it's a different aspect of the same world, which is what I'm saying, where 343, Halo. If a certain set, let's just say 20 developers leave and they go work on another thing, that's awesome. I'm going to keep an eye on them because I want to see what they come up with. But they're not going to be doing it under the 343 name if they're doing something else completely, is what I'm saying. And obviously, when they do promote this new game, they're going to say from the creators of Halo, from the developers that brought you Halo, 343, like, I understand if they separate. But for 343 to all of a sudden do something else that is not Halo, for the Coalition to do a racing game, that's going to throw me off. And I'm going to question the next Gears and wonder if the reason why it's not as good is because they were doing something else. That's all I'm saying.
But if they did it like Forza, where they brought out a different one each year, like each time, then
Yeah,
you wouldn't
where
see
where they go on and off. Sorry,
with
hold on. Somebody's
amazing
here.
like with
Somebody's knocking on my
amazing-
door. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. I guess I am going to just go into the next question because without Fox, it's not really as interesting, which is fine. So the next question we have is from Scrotum. If you could bring a character from one of the games into another game of your choosing, who would it be and what game would you choose?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh, look, you came back. That was quick.
Yeah,
That was quicker than I
I'm
thought.
fast.
But it's fine. 'Cause, I think we could probably have like a whole entire debate about the whole 343 and coalition thing. So, okay, so, bringing another character. So,
I kind of feel like the thing that I was interested in regarding this question happened with KI. So the fact that they brought in characters from Gears and Halo into that fighter, I thought that was pretty cool. So in a way, they kind of did that for me when I saw General Ram in Killer Instinct. So
I want Alice in Killer Instinct. Do you know how awesome that would be if they had
Whoa.
Alice in freaking Killer Instincts, or even the Cheshire Cat? He looks pretty badass.
Whoa,
in
Alice.
that. Yeah.
Alice would be really cool.
Yeah, with her freaking hammer, like she'd be awesome in KI. So I like Killer Instinct. So
Yeah, put her in any fighter though. But yeah, I can see that. That would be cool.
Horse hammer, like that'd be awesome. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Batman and Halo. No. Batman.
What?
Batman would not work with Halo. Sorry.
Killer Instinct crossover with Mortal Kombat. I've heard people talk about that a long time ago. I thought that was interesting as well.
I think they can stay separate. They're characters. If you really look at the characters, they're actually a lot more similar than what people like. The thing about fighters like Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct is they're pretty much just the same kind of characters, just with different skins. So,
I mean, in a way, but I guess, yeah. But either way, that would be cool. I think that would be cool.
But away from fighters, What would be interesting to see characters cross over?
I was not ready for this question at all, just being honest.
That's the thing. Like, it's kind of hard because games are the way they are because of that. If they had crossover, like, it's hard to bring other characters into different games. Though I would actually like to see like Master Chief crossover into the Gears, because they still have somewhat of like the same format where it's literally a big bad versus a big tough guy. Like, I mean, like, in
a way.
Well, yeah, like you have Marcus Phoenix, who is like a big friggin' buffy, decked out guy wearing armor, and then you have Master Chief, which is, I don't know if he's really a decked out guy in armor, but he's a guy in armor.
Kind of.
So to see like Master or Buck, give me Buck in freaking Gears. That would be awesome.
Yo, that's a good one.
I want Buck in Gears. That'd be awesome. Or bring JD into Halo. I think he would suit that world.
The Master Chief in Destiny, he'll fuck everybody up.
Oh, that would be interesting.
He's kind of like a Titan in the way, like his style, his play style.
True. That is true.
I would like to see Lara Croft in other like action adventure games. I don't know. That sounds kind of cheesy though. Now that I think about it,
they need to bring Lara Croft into Uncharted.
But I don't know about that.
I would love to see. I would love to see Nathan Drake and friggin' Lara Croft go head to head to see who was like the better adventure, and then see like friggin' Indiana Jones come in and just smack them both on the back of the head and been like, "Yeah, I did this first, boys." It would be funny. I
think that Uncharted has their own like cheap version of like Lara Croft though now with Chloe and her expansion.
That's true. That's true. Well, then we can bring
That's a tough question though, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're mixing worlds and styles, you know? So, yeah.
Well, that's why I think, like, again, Halo and Gears still pretty much the same form of world, so I would see JD being in the Halo world. He can run around with Buck. I think it'd be funny. Buck and JD. It'd be like Captain America with Bucky.
Oh, okay. I like the sound of that.
Anyways, you want to read off the last question?
I can't find it. I lost it.
Do I need to just pick one?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right, so
Everything closed on me.
Darth Vinish. I know I'm saying that wrong. Darth says, "Hi, my question is if you could choose to make a special edition Xbox One X, what? I guess that's supposed to. Yeah, what would it be? And could you please describe it?"
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Darth. What's up? He's in the chat.
I actually think he had to go, but anyways.
Xbox One X.
If you could make a special
like-
edition, what would it be and describe it?
Oh, wow. Tom would be perfect for this. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I want a Super Lucky Girls one, and I want it to be orange, and I want it to have like, yeah, I think it would look cool having a Super Lucky.
No, I agree. Just yeah, that's a good answer. I agree. Orange though, orange, really?
Yeah, like his
What
orange
about-
is cool because he's got like an orange and blue and white.
Yeah,
I
I
think it
like-
would mix well together.
Yeah, I like the mixture of his colors. I don't really like orange that much. It's funny to say as I'm rocking a Fox, but a whole
Exactly.
console in orange
Well,
though,
no, it
that's a
wouldn't
bit.
be like the whole console. Like obviously, you know, like how the Halo edition came out. It was like blue, silver, and black, I believe. Like something like kind of like that,
Like
where
dark
like
gray.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you add in different like obviously layers of colors to make it mix well. But like the top of it, you have like him kind of like look like he's coming out of like the top of the console or whatever.
Yeah,
Because
I like the idea of Super Lucky Tail though. That's cool.
Yeah, I think he'd be.
I'd
cool.
rather have a little mixture of blue and orange maybe,
Well, yeah,
and then his
you
logo.
don't listen very well. I just said it wouldn't be all orange.
No, I know she said layered, but the first thing that popped into my head would be like ew, orange console. So yeah.
No. If you could make one, what would you pick?
Crackdown 3, maybe make it look a little bit like Tron, but not exactly. More Crackdown style. So with their colors better. And maybe like feel like a comic book style kind of thing.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but I would like Crackdown 3. That would be cool. And have some dark blues and stuff like that in there. Maybe the name like with teal
Yeah.
on it. And yeah, make it feel like a little bit of Tron, but not exactly like a Tron console.
Well, no, because Crackdown 3 isn't exactly like Tron, so.
Yeah, but I do like those little like lines and designs that they have like on their suits and stuff. So that's why. They do have some neon and stuff going on in the game, which is cool. It pops.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely going to be, I'm sure, some interesting ones, but something tells me they're probably going to be just straight colors, kind of like what they did with the Battlefield one, where it was like there was a green one, or like the Halo where it was like just a blue one kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Halo was blue. I know there was a blue one, a gray one, a black one, a white one, and like it was like a army green one. Like something tells me,
yeah, there's a lot of different colors.
But something tells me that's more or less what we're going to see. Cause like think about it, the S, we only really got like a major custom one was the gears.
Yeah, that's the best one that like.
Well, no,
I think stood out.
That's the only unless someone can show me otherwise, I don't believe there's any other Xbox One S's.
Oh yeah,
they had straight up customized like the Gears one, not like what we got like because the Xbox One when it first released, we had like Halo, we had Forza, we had Advanced Warfare for Call of Duty, we had quite a few of them. But
I think those are the main ones that stood out though. Yeah.
But for selling wise, for the Xbox One S, they literally only brought the Gears one. All the other ones were only colored. Like, they were solid colors. So something tells me that's what they're probably going to do with the Xbox One X. You'll see. Like,
I get thrown off sometimes. That's why, because like how Tom has designs, so those like stay stuck in my head sometimes. And then there's different websites that they do different graphics and stuff like that on the consoles. Like I saw Battlefield 1 recently, so that's why I'm kind of like, oh yeah, Gears is the main one,
Well, yeah, that Microsoft created. The reason I know
Exactly.
that because if there was another one, I would have already owned it. We
just like I would already had it.
We've bought every single customized Xbox that has come out, except the Advanced Warfare was the only one that we missed. But that was because At
I
the
think
time
those are.
at the time it released, we had got the Titanfall ones with the Kinects, so that's why we ended up missing out on the Advanced Warfare one. But like, we even have the customized Destiny PlayStation 4, so customize. So
True.
yeah. Other than that, though, it'll be interesting to see what they do. But I do have to say, guys, this is where we have to say thank you, everyone who stopped by and checked out the show this week. I really hope everyone enjoyed this episode. The great topics and the verses that wasn't actually planned to be with me and Fox. But I hope it keeps bringing you guys back each week to I swear to God, my dog just does not want to stop whining. I say bye, and he goes completely crazy, like when he knows I'm getting off. I don't know, it's weird.
I think he's learning more stuff because now you're just saying we're gonna go, and he's like, crying.
And then,
like, what
he
the
starts
fuck?
crying. It's so annoying. But anyways, of course, you can find all of our information in the description below. Also, all the members from the Console Corner are in the description below. And hey, if you guys are feeling generous and want to help out the channel in any way possible, there is also that donation button down there as well. You guys did help us get the 4K monitors to help better gaming and streaming and all that crap. So we definitely appreciate everything that you guys do send us. It is never a need, but it is very much appreciated in every way possible. Other than that, I was your host, SheWulf. You can catch me on Mixer from usually Monday to Thursday. I will be streaming a lot more coming Monday because my holiday will be over and I will be streaming pretty much nonstop. So I hope you guys come and check me out and kind of join in and have some fun. I do game with my viewers. So I will hand it off to Fox and let you guys get up to date with what she's doing.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us. I appreciate it in the chat. And anybody who watches later, if you missed Console Corner, check it out. SheWulf hosted that. It was pretty awesome. And we had a special guest. But yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter, on YouTube. Links and stuff will be in the description. If you're on Mixer, thank you for joining us for the first live show. And then check out YouTube channel when you have a chance. Yeah, that's about it.
Definitely. Yeah, as Fox said, thank you guys for being on YouTube and Mixer. Again, if you're on Mixer, please stop by the YouTube channel, the Gamers Knows Best YouTube channel, and drop a like button. It definitely helps out, and people see the show a bit more. You can also check us out all on Twitter and see the next time we're doing things. We will be having the live stream on Mixer again next week, hopefully, so make sure you guys check that out as well. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys had a great time hanging out with us and tuning into this show. Have a great weekend, and we are out.
Bye.